Hello guys, welcome to the today's problem, coins of Geekland. So let's go to the problem and see what is it. Okay. So in coins of Geekland problem, I'll just read it once. Okay. So in Geekland there is a grid of coins like n cross n. There is a grid of n cross n size, and they are giving some values for the coins. Okay. So you have to find the maximum sum of coins in any subgrid of size k cross k. They are also giving the k, right? So like for this example, they are giving a grid of 5 cross 5, and they are also telling us that to find a 3 cross 3 grid such that their coin sum will be the maximum. Okay, so in the output you can see that the output will be like this one, right? This grid, yeah, this grid 3 cross 3 grid, right? So you can get the maximum value of output 48 if you take the sum of all elements in this grid. You will get 48, and it will be the maximum one. So how to do that problem, let me explain you. Okay, so let's go to the board. Okay, so for this problem, to solve this problem, you need to know about the prefix sum. Okay, prefix sum. So at first I will explain for 1D prefix sum. Okay, then I will explain for 2D prefix sum. Okay, so for 1D prefix sum, I'll explain you how to do that first. So let's take a array. Let's suppose you are given an array of any size. Let's take elements 1 2 5 4 3 6 2 5, right? So prefix sum is basically like, so prefix sum is also just like this array, but it will store all sum of all the previous element, right? So for 1, what is the previous element? Nothing is there, right? So up to this one, for 1, what will be the prefix sum? 1 only, right? For 2, what will be the previous all the sum? This is 1, right? You can get it from prefix sum, previous sum, all the sum. So what you can do, you just add it 1 to the 2, right? So here you get 3. 2 plus 1 equal to 3, right? So for prefix sum at this position, like 3, right? Prefix sum means like from the beginning up to this element, what will be the sum? Okay, so for 5, what will be the sum? Like 3 plus 5, 8, right? For 4, what will be the sum? Not 4. For this position, what will be the sum? 8 plus 4, 12, right? For this position, what will be the sum? 12 plus 3 equal to 15, right? And for this position, what will be the sum? 15 plus 6, 21, right? For this position, what will be the prefix sum? Like 21 plus 2, because we are pre-calculating it, right? We need not take all the iteration over there and then add 2 again because we are already stored these values up to this part. So we just need to add this to this one, right? So get the prefix sum of this position. So like 21 plus 2, 23, right? For this position, what will be the sum? 23 plus 5, 28, right? Okay, so this is basically your prefix sum array of this array. Okay, so what is the advantage of that? Like you can get the sum up to this element, means sum up to the position of the particular position you can get, right? So this is basically prefix sum of 1D array. Okay, prefix sum of 1D array. So like if somebody asks you to find the sum of this subarray, okay, up to this subarray, what you have to do, you just take this one and subtract this one from the prefix sum. So basically I'll show you taking the example again. 1 2 5 4 3 6 2 5, right? So somebody asks you to find the sum of this subarray. Okay, so what you can do, like you just calculate first the prefix sum. (15, 21, 23 and 28, right? So what you can do, you know this prefix sum is showing you that from the beginning up to this position what will be the sum. So 21 basically from the beginning to up to this position what will be the sum, and this prefix sum show you, okay, from the beginning up to this position what will be the sum, and this prefix sum show you from the beginning up to this position what will be the sum, right? So if you try to find the sum of this subarray, so what you can do, like you can take the last element prefix sum and subtract it a previous element of the first element of the subarray prefix sum and subtract it from the last element. So 21 minus 1, your subarray sum will be like 20, right? So this is a way to find the sum of the subarray. Okay, so let's go to the prefix sum in 2D array. Okay, this is actually important one, that is it's needed for solving problems of today's problem actually. Okay, so like in prefix sum, like I'll taking a 3x3 matrix. So prefix sum also contain the same element, means same size. Okay, 3, this is basically 3x3 grid, right? It's also a 3x3 grid. But the thing is, like prefix sum will contain the sum. Suppose you have to find the prefix sum of this position. Okay, so what you going to store, that like sum of all these 4 elements. The prefix sum of this element this position will be stored the prefix sum of up to this position, means the sum of all the elements up to this position. The prefix sum of this one will contain like sum of all the elements up to this position. Prefix sum of this position will contain sum of all the elements up to this one, all this element, right? Means like if you are at ith index and jth index, ij, the prefix sum will contain all the element from the beginning up to this index, right? Okay, so what will be the prefix sum of 1, right? What will be the prefix sum of this position? This position will be 3, right? What will be the prefix sum of this position? This is 3 plus 3, 6, because if you add up to this all these elements, I will get 6, right? So like prefix sum of this position, what will be that? 4 plus 1, 5, right? Prefix sum of this position, what will be that? Like you are calculating all the 4 elements, right? So 4 plus 5 equal to 9, 1, 10, 12, right? Prefix sum of 6, you get 12 over there. 12 plus 3, 15, 15 plus 6, 21, right? Okay, so prefix sum of this position, so what will be that? Like 5 plus 7, 12, right? Yeah, 12, sorry. And prefix sum of this position will be like 12 is the up to this position. 12 plus 7 plus 8, 12 plus 15 equal to 27, right? Prefix sum of this element is containing all the elements sum, right? So it will be like 9 into 10 divided by 2, 45, right? Okay, so if you want to calculate the sum of the subarray of this particular position of 2 cross 2 grid, okay, this particular elements, sum of the elements, okay, this particular grid. Okay, so what you can do, like see this one this one will store prefix sum of up to this position, all this position, right? Okay, and like if it is it's not there, right? So we can put 0 0 0. Okay, so like this position, okay, just wait a minute, I'll give a more clear example. So let's take this one only, 5 12 21 12 27 45, right? So like suppose you are try to calculating the prefix sum of all elements of this grid. Let me change that. Okay, this grid, sorry, okay, so you want to find the prefix sum of all elements of this grid. So what you can do, like all this element contain sum up to all this element, right? All this element, the sum of all these elements store over there, right? Okay, and sum of all this element store over there. Okay, and sum of all this element up to this element stored over there, right? So what we can do to find the sum of all this element in this position, in this subgrid? Okay, so what we can do, we can subtract like this element from this element, right? Means in the prefix sum grid. Okay, so we can subtract this element contains sum of all the elements in the matrix up in this region, right? And this element will is the sum of all the element in this region, right? So we need to find the sum of all the elements in this grid, in the actual matrix. Okay, so what we can do, like we know that like 45 is the sum of all the elements, right? Whole grid. We can subtract 6 from 45. Okay, 6 from 45, so we subtract this one. Okay, this grid. Okay, and subtracts 12 from this one, 45. So what we can subtract, after subtracting 12 from this one, we are subtracting this one. But see, we are subtracting this element twice, right? 2 times. Okay, so we have to add this element, the corner element. So what will be that? 1, right? So what will be the answer? Like 39 minus 11. Actually it will be like 8 and 28. So the sum of all this element in the actual matrix will be 28, right? You can check it, cross check it. So first element is 5, right? So 5 plus second element is 6 plus 8 plus and 9, right? 9 8 17 11 plus 28, right? So you got the concept, right? So let us go to the code. Okay, so basically what I'm doing, like I'm initializing just a minute, I have to explain one more thing. Like for this one I have taking extra grid. Okay, extra 0 0 0 up to they are given n element, but I am taking n plus 1. Okay, 0 0 0 0. Okay, so why 0 0 0? Like for this element, like I have shown you, if you want to find the sum of this grid, so what you can do, there is no element in the left side and no element in the upper side, right? So if you put 0 0 0, so you can easily it will be easy to implement. Okay, So basically you can get that answer easily. Okay, so what I do, I am taking n plus 1 into n plus 1 matrix, prefix matrix. Actually I am building it with prefix matrix. So for one more thing, like for building, how you can build the prefix matrix. Okay, let me show you once. 7 8 9, right? So what you have to do, first in first iteration you have add all these elements in row wise. So what will be that, like 1 3 and 6, this will be like 4 9 and 9 6 15, right? And this will be like 7 15 and 15 and 9 24, right? So this is the first one. Now what you do, you just add them column wise. Okay, so what will be like 1 5 and 5 7 12, right? And 3 9 3 12 12 12 27 6 21 and 21 plus 24 equal to 45, right? So this is actually your prefix matrix. Okay, so what you have to do, first add them row wise, then add them column wise. Okay, so you will get, after that you will get the prefix matrix. Okay, so let's go to the code again. So what I have make a prefix basically I call it V, the prefix matrix. Okay, so after that I'll like, this is basically initializing n plus 1 into n plus 1 grid. Okay, with 0, all of them are 0. After that what I am taking from 1 onwards, I am putting all the matrix value in that prefix sum grid. Okay, after that I have performed that row wise sum. See, row wise sum I have performed it, and then after that I have done the column wise sum. Okay, after that I have see here I have to find the k cross k grid. So my initial value of I and j should be k, right? Okay, so what I am taking from k to n plus 1 and j equal to k to n plus 1. Again I am initializing and max value with int min. Okay, after that finding, I just apply the formula that I have shown in how to calculate the sum of all elements in a subgrid, and I have updated it. Okay, for every iteration, and then I have written this. Okay, so I have already submit that. So once again I do that. See, it will be correct only. Okay, yeah, see. So that is basically like how to solve this type of problem. Okay, if you like my videos, please like, share and subscribe, and good luck.